Main Event Fro. This is the most unhinged wrestling podcast on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I step in the ring with fire in my eyes. Every move I make leaves them paralyzed. This is my kingdom where the brave don't hide. You hear the roar, feel the tide, I'm the storm they can't outrun. The battle's over before it's begun. I'm the undisputed king, the name they chant. Breaking the limits they said I can't. Every main event, I bring the heat. Hard to break, hard to beat. The crowd erupts when my music hits. I'm the highlight reel, no flukes, no tricks. They try to climb, but I knock them down. This is my stage, this is my crown. I'm the nightmare that can't escape. Unhinged main event, I dominate. I'm the undisputed king, the name they chant. Breaking the limits they said I can't. Every main event, I bring the heat. Hard to break, hard to beat. This is the most unhinged wrestling podcast on YouTube. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Welcome to the main event. I'll be your host, Main Event Fro. This is the most unhinged wrestling podcast on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I step in the ring with fire in my eyes. Every move I make leaves them paralyzed. This is my kingdom where the brave don't hide. You hear the roar, feel the tide, I'm the storm they can't outrun. The battle's over before it's begun. I'm the undisputed king, the name they chant. Breaking the limits they said I can't. Every main event, I bring the heat. Hard to break, hard to beat. The crowd erupts when my music hits. I'm the highlight reel, no flukes, no tricks. They try to climb, but I knock them down. This is my stage, this is my crown. I'm the nightmare that can't escape. Unhinged main event, I dominate. I'm the undisputed king, the name they chant. Breaking the limits they said I can't. Every main event, I bring the heat. Hard to break, hard to beat. This is the most unhinged wrestling podcast on YouTube. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel.
Welcome. Yeah. Welcome to the main event. I be your host, Main Event Fro. This is the most unhinged wrestling podcast on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. What's up, Shadow? Appreciate you coming through. Hey, we are just about to break down this roster. See what's going on with everybody and see how their journey is looking. Let's see how their journey is looking. Hope everybody having a good day. But we really just ready to get on this Resident Evil tonight. That's what we're ready to do. Do. But let me share my screen. We're just gonna run through this roster real quick. And we're gonna, like always, we start with the champions. And let's talk about their road to WrestleMania. As Drew McIntyre, my boy. He getting into it with everybody. And he pissing Nick Aldis off. Nick Aldis put him in a match with Cody Rhodes this Friday for the championship. I'm pretty sure Jacob Fatu is going to interfere. Where Randy Orton play a part? Poor Randy Orton. You went through the chamber. You won the chamber. You expecting a one-on-one for the title. Now, this can go two ways. You know what I'm saying? And appreciate that, shout. Appreciate it. This can go two ways. Now, we can get Jacob Fatu interfering in the match this Friday. And then all just makes it a fatal four-way at WrestleMania. Or Cody can win the title off of Drew McIntyre. And we finally get Cody versus Randy Orton. Now, I think right here, I think they need to hold off on Cody versus Randy Orton. They need to do that shit at SummerSlam. They need to have a big SummerSlam. I mean, I understand WrestleMania, you got to be big, but SummerSlam is another big PLE. So we need, if they're going to pull the trigger, it need to be a fatal four-way, and this could be the start of Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton telling their story all the way to SummerSlam. And we can do it that way. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll work out. CM Punk, who took the win, defeated Finn for the 1, 2, 3 pin in Chicago at Elimination Chamber. So CM Punk goes into WrestleMania facing Roman Reigns, the OTC, wreck everybody and leave. Huh? Yeah, CM Punk, I don't think he's leaving out of WrestleMania with that title. He just had a big celebration with his wife in Chicago. And yeah, I think his time is up. And Roman Reigns' time is now. Stephanie Valkyrie, she's been doing pretty well. Like, pretty well for Stephanie Valkyrie. It's looking pretty good for Stephanie. And she's facing Liv Morgan at WrestleMania. Now, if I want to place my bet on who I want to win, I say Liv Morgan. Whoo. This is a tough one. But if I'm going to predict the winner, I'm going to predict Stephanie Valkyrie. I know Raquel still wants to take that title off of Stephanie. Unless Judgment Day has some twists and she want to take it off of Liv. But I think they're going to save that story for down the line where Liv Morgan and Raquel have like a number one contendership for the title. So things are looking good for Stephanie Valkyrie. It's looking good for her. Let's talk about Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. Woo! Jade, I don't know what to say. It's all right. Hey, you got to do. But she got to get through Michin and B-Fab first. Now, if they're going to continue the story with Jade Cargill, well, with B-Fab joining Jade Cargill, if they're going to continue that story, then Jade has a higher percentage chance of defeating Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. And that should be the path of B-Fab. She ain't doing nothing. She ain't doing nothing. She ain't doing nothing. So we need B-Fab to join Jade to kind of like boost up her momentum like Red Velvet did. You know what I'm saying? In AEW. Red Velvet capitalized off of what Jade was doing, and she kind of mimicked that in her own way. And now look where Red Velvet at now. She's one of the top superstars on ROH. So I'm gonna go with Jade defeating Rhea Ripley though, because we trying to build superstars, right? That's why I'm staying with Stephanie Valkyrie. You know what I'm saying? Dirty Dom. It's time for Dirty Dom to go into this feud with Finn Balor. We've been waiting. We've been waiting too goddamn long. It's been so many injuries in Judgment Day, and they had to keep changing the story. They had to keep changing the story to a point where it's that time. It's that time. Say the Queen of Muscles versus Mommy. Oh, yeah, for sure. I think that's going to be top notch, though. I think it's going to be a good match. Dirty Dom needs to defend that title against Finn Balor at WrestleMania. Let's get it. Even though El Grande going after, he wants to go after the IC title, but El Grande got beef with OG El Grande. Mass versus Mass. Let's get it. Carmelo Hayes needs to walk into WrestleMania as the United States champion. Who will he be competing with? Seems like Ilya Dragunov just holding back. He holding back. So I wouldn't mind seeing Melo and Dragunov at WrestleMania or the Go Home show of WrestleMania. Either or. It doesn't matter. The Go Home show is just it. The Go Home show for WrestleMania is just as important as WrestleMania. It's WrestleMania week, right? Helicopter flying over my house, it loud as hell. AJ Lee finally wins a title in the modern day, and she won against Becky Lynch. She took the title off of Becky Lynch, and I can see this thing going all the way into WrestleMania. AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. Becky Lynch takes it back. Julia, who will she go into WrestleMania with? Now, if Julia wants to make the WrestleMania card, it's got to be Io Sky. It's got to be Io Sky. Rhea Ripley is now going to be on SmackDown. She taking Io Sky with her. They already teased it backstage, and I think this is where we're going. Io Sky versus Julia. Not only that, they have talked about that they never faced each other in New Japan. So let's get it. Usos. They may relinquish the tag team titles and have like a fatal four-way for the tag team titles. Jey Uso being took out. Jimmy Uso is about to have a little Uso pretty soon. He about to have a little Uso. They already got the story of who attacked Jacob Fatu. Okay, let's take the story to who attacked Jey Uso to a point where it's who attacked Jimmy Uso. And these attacks been heavy. These attacks ain't been no regular attacks. They dropped a fucking storage room case on top of Jacob Fatu. Had him like a little ant on the ground. Smash. They had Jey Uso covered in a goddamn bed, had a bed on top of him and a bedroom dresser with 2x4s on top of him. Smash. Jimmy Uso, what they gonna have on him? Fucking car? Who ran over Jimmy Uso? Who ran them over? Huh? That's what they gonna do. And the Usos have to relinquish the tag titles, or Jey Uso have to find another tag team partner to replace Jimmy Uso. Zilla Fatu? Zilla? Could it be Zilla? I'm reaching. Yeah, I'm reaching. Shadow said he was asleep. Yeah, he was sleep. That boy. Woo! That boy was sleep. Super sleep. Oh, yeah. The MFTs. I think they're going to defend their titles on the Go Home show if the Y6 don't take the titles soon enough. And I hate that these tag team titles just MFT, Y6, MFT. Why? I'm tired, man. I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? And we need new competitors. All the tag teams in the backstage wondering what's in the goddamn box. And what was in the box, I wasn't even amused. I wasn't surprised. I didn't give a fuck about Dan Housen. That's not, I mean, shouts out to the Dan Housen fans. No disrespect, but I'm not a fan of them. I never liked the character. But hopefully they can change my mind in WWE. Irresistible Forces are going to WrestleMania. Finally, Lash Legend has won a title. And it was on the main roster. I hate that she didn't get the North American Championship. I hate that she didn't get the NXT Championship. But she has won a title, and it's the Women's Tag Team Championship. Even though I think she should have been got it with Jakara. But, hey, they already had plans for Jakara. They already had plans for Lash Legend. And I like Jakara in the Last Legend team. But I like this better. I like Last Legend and Nia Jax better. And they will be going to WrestleMania with the titles, defending against the Bella Twins. And I hate that. I hate it because Nikki Bella should be going against AJ Lee. She should be going against AJ Lee and rehash that feud. I don't know what WWE doing, man. I don't know what they're doing. Say, imagine if they added a 6-man tag championship title. Yeah, that's what I think it's gonna be. Oh, you talking about a triple title? That's gonna be too many titles, though. That's gonna be definitely too many. They don't even know what they're doing with the titles they got. No more titles. Do not add no more titles, please. They don't know what they're doing with the champions they got. I swear they don't. All right, we're going to NXT. Joe Hendry. I can't really say about NXT, so I might have to skip the NXT characters right now because I haven't been watching NXT. But I know Jason James ain't losing that title until Stand and Deliver. Oh, shit. See, I ain't even know Miles Bourne's. Okay, I heard. Yeah, I did hear about Miles Bourne winning the North American Championship. So he's finally a champion. Izzy Dane still got the titles. NXT. When they won the NXT Tag Team Championships. So Vanity Project are NXT Tag Team Champions. See, y'all see I'm behind. When the fuck he win the Speed title? Okay, Fallon Henry still got her title. Drake still got his title in Evolve. Kendall still got her Evolve Championship, and Stat still the Heritage Cup winner. Okay, now let's get to the Superstar Act. Adriana Rizzo still in catering. We talked about AJ Lee. AJ Styles retired. Tozawa is not making it to WrestleMania, just still coming in at Elba Fire. Hopefully Chelsea Green is healthy. And she been feuding with Tiffany Stratton. Yo, this a nut, bruh. Elba Fire may make it to, she might make it to WrestleMania, or she might make it to the Go Home show. If we can get Chelsea Green healthy to face Tiffany Stratton, we know Elba Fire gonna be right there by her side. All right, let's get that. Let's do it. Aleister Black, he's not making WrestleMania, but he's going on the road to WrestleMania to turn Randy Orton back to the Legend Killer. That's what he's doing. Alex Shelley probably be involved in the tag team scramble. Alexa Bliss. Hopefully soon she goes after the United States Championship. Now we can get. Hear me out. We can get Io Sky taking the title off of Julia before WrestleMania. Then we get Io Sky versus Alexa Bliss for the United States Championship at WrestleMania. Or a triple threat. Let's go. Andre Chase ain't doing a damn thing. Angel gonna be involved in some of the tag team scramble. Dawkins and Montez will be back to be in the scramble. Apollo Crews just cruising backstage. Ariana Grace is the TNA champion, and she'll be representing there. Asuka. If we can go ahead and pull that trigger on Asuka and Kyrie, I can see them on the Go Home show, and it can be Asuka versus Kyrie Sane for her freedom. Austin Theory. I hate that they didn't put him in the Elimination Chamber to show off. This would have been a good showcase for Austin Theory, but they held him back. And Austin Theory trying to play hard. Austin Theory trying to play hard is not giving off no kind of momentum. Axiom will be involved in the tag team scrum, but hey, maybe Division be going after tag titles, right? B-Fab, I'm looking forward to B-Fab joining fuck, I can't think of her damn name. Jade Cargill. I'm looking for B-Fab to be joining Jade. Bailey will be still trying to make it into WrestleMania this year. Becky Lynch going after AJ Lee. Berto will being tied in with the tag team shit. Bianca still out. Big E retired. I hate when they do that. Now I gotta go all the way back up. Blake Monroe still in the feud with Jada Parker. We'll see where that go. Probably be a fatal 4-way for the North American Championship. I don't know shit about Brad Baylor. Brie Bella and Nikki Bella will be going after the tag titles. Brock Lesnar waiting on a mystery opponent. But let's talk about Brock Lesnar. He got a scheduled dates. Every time Brock Lesnar come out to call out somebody to face him at WrestleMania, somebody should come out and then he wreck them. Next week, somebody come out, he wreck them. Next show that he got to show up at. Somebody come out, he wreck them until it gets to that point where somebody give Brock Lesnar a challenge and goes into WrestleMania and face Brock Lesnar. Brian Breaker out for injury. Like I said, we're going to be skipping NXT. Bronson Reed on injury. Brutus Creed going to be involved in some tag team shit. Candice LeRae is not making it to WrestleMania. Call it Bright. We talked about Melo. We definitely going to run through this shit. Chad Gable as Americano, OG Americano, is going to be facing the modern day Americano. Mass versus Mass. Charlotte Flair. What we going to do with Charlotte Flair? Let's just do a fatal 4-way for the United States Championship. Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Io Sky, and Julia. Let's just do a fatal 4-way. Chelsea Green. I'm looking forward to her facing Tiffany Stratton. Sabin gonna be in tag team competition. We talked about him. Cody Rhodes. We talked about Cody being inside either winning the championship off of Drew and going to face Randy, or being in a triple threat or fatal 4-way. Cruz out for catering. Damian Priest. What we gonna do with Damian Priest? Damian Priest may not make it to WrestleMania this year. Let's see. Wyatt Six, we talked about them. We talked about Dominic. Dragon Lee ain't making it. We talked about Drew. We talked about El Grande. Elton Prince still out. Eric Rowan. We need Eric Rowan and Tyler Tonga in a fucking meat versus meat match, whatever they call that shit. Man meat versus man meat type shit, whatever they call it. We need Eric Rowan versus Tyler Tonga on the Go Home show. We need that. Eric might be involved in some tag team shit. We're skipping NXT. Finn Balor needs to be facing Dom. We talked about Julia. Grayson Waller and catering. Gunther, what Gunther gonna be doing? Oh, Rey Mysterio. After Gunther defeats Dragon Lee and beat him down pretty bad, Rey Mysterio should be returning. Dragunov should be facing Melo. Avinal is not gonna make it. Io Sky, we talked about her. We gonna definitely run down this card pretty quick. Jacob Fatu should be involved in either a blood feud match with Drew McIntyre or inserted in a triple threat or fatal 4-way for the title. We talked about Jade. We skipping NXT. We talked about Wyatt Six. JD Madonna gonna be in between. He gonna have to pick a side. Either Dirty Dom or Finn Balor. He gonna be in between picking sides. Okay. Javon, what was that? Javon Evans. Javon Evans need to be facing Kofi Kingston in a real fucking match. Because the match they had was so-so. We talked about Jimmy and Jey Uso. Johnny Gargano still gonna be laid out backstage. Jordan Grace, what we do with Jordan Grace? Maybe Jordan Grace get into a match with Charlotte if Charlotte's not on the court. Charlotte don't have nobody to face. Talked about Kairi Sane. Only way she getting in there if she face Oscar. Carmen Petrovic, where have you been? Where are you and where you at? Because Carmen Petrovic has been MIA. Kalani Jordan, she gonna I know she gonna have something good planned for her. It's Stand and Deliver. Kevin Owens is out. Kiana James, she may not make it to WrestleMania, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna be on the Go Home show or standing right beside Julia at WrestleMania. Kofi Kingston need to be facing Javon Evans on the Go Home show in a real fucking match. LA Knight. I don't know what we're gonna do with LA Knight. That boy slipped on them ropes. I knew it was gonna I seen it coming. I seen it coming before it came. And that boy slipped on them ropes. Oh man, that's not a good look for LA Knight. They already been talking shit about him backstage. So shouts out to the LA Knight fans. Yeah. We talked about Lash Legend, Lil Morgan. She going to face Stephanie. We talked about that. Logan Paul should be going after the tag team titles with Austin Theory. No NXT. Louis Kaiser as El Grande. We talked about that. Lyra Valkyria, and she stuck with Bayley, and she's been brought down with Bayley. So I don't see nothing for her and Bayley. Matt Cardona definitely not making the WrestleMania. Maxine Dupree, we need to talk about her in a separate video. I got some things I want to do. I mean, I got some things I want to say about Maxine Dupree. Yeah, that way. And Mi Chin gonna be facing Jade Cargill on the road to WrestleMania. Montez Ford should be in the tag team picture. They should be back soon. My girl Naomi is still out. Natty is still gonna be in the feud with Maxine for a little minute, but I don't think they're gonna make it to WrestleMania. We talked about Nikki Bella in the tag team going to WrestleMania. Let's see. We gotta get Oprah Femi to WrestleMania. How about that? Boom, 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 right next to each other. Boom, 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 boom. Oprah versus Omos at WrestleMania. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Otis need to be one of the challengers that come out and challenge Brock Lesnar and get his ass whooped. Not just Otis, but Ivar and Eric too. And I hate when it's reset my shit like that. Penta. Shit. Penta could win the IC title and then face Finn Balor on the Go Home show to WrestleMania. Because if Dirty Dom is not holding the IC title, it's not making it to WrestleMania. I'm sorry. Unless they're going to do a triple threat. Maybe a fatal four-way. I can see a lot of fatal four-ways and triple threats going into WrestleMania. Pete Dunne not doing shit, or Truth holding his balls backstage. Randy Orton is going to face the champion at WrestleMania, so he may be stuck in a triple threat or fatal four-way or facing Cody Rhodes. Raquel may turn on Liv Morgan at WrestleMania. Ray Phoenix on he be shitting before he come out to the stage. What's that shit what be going on with Ray Phoenix when he come out? Rey Mysterio facing Gunther WrestleMania. Rhea Ripley, we know she's facing Jade Cargill. Who the fuck is Ricky Smokes? That boy big, that boy got some arms on him. Roman Reigns facing CM Punk. Roxanne Perez is out. Hopefully she'll be back. Rusev facing Oba on the path to WrestleMania. We definitely getting Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. And we're going to talk about Sami Zayn in a separate video on his character change. Seth Rollins just came back. Sheamus may make a return after WrestleMania. Shinsuke ain't doing shit. Solo gonna be involved with Y6 on the path to WrestleMania. We talked about her. The Tongas ain't doing shit. Tyler Tonga need to be facing Eric Rowan. Like I said, Tamina ain't seen her, but still on the roster getting free chats. Tiffany Stratton need to be facing Chelsea Green at WrestleMania. Trick Williams will be facing Sami Zayn. Mr. Get the Job Done. Mr. Get the Job Done versus Mr. Can't Get the Job Done. Okay, how do we know they're trying to get the Lantern back? Look at Wendy Choo. Wendy Choo without the makeup. Finally, we get Wendy Choo without the makeup, people. I just want to know if they're going to start pushing her this year. Ren Sinclair been doing pretty good. Zarya will be facing Sol Ruka. We know that. Zoe Starks will make a return sometime after WrestleMania. Zelina just riding beside her man. So, pretty much that's it. Pretty much that's it for the path to WrestleMania. After WrestleMania, we'll be talking more about the characters. I need to get back in the NXT so I can talk more about the NXT character. But we just wanted to do a rundown. We wanted to do a rundown on the show. We're about to go to my gaming channel, Gamer Glenn, PSN, Jeffro Bay -YT. And we definitely gonna get it in over there. So we're about to end the show. Appreciate everybody for coming through. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit that like button. I'll be the main event, and I'll catch you all in the next main event. Peace.
He was a normal man who heard voices in his head. He was a normal man who ran from his demons. He was a normal man that couldn't escape the darkness till one day he was left to die. He then would rise again. He then would embrace the voices. He slayed his demons and he conquered the darkness. Shh. He's coming.